Lake News at 10.
Now at 10.
Regent Stark?
Yes.
Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Claire?
Yes.
Motion passes.
A Big Red revamp, a $600 million renovation plan approved for Memorial Stadium. How these upgrades could impact the future of Husker sports. Then fans feeling the shift.
They're the old couples who have been coming since the 1970s. They've been reseated, and they're struggling to walk up to the nosebleeds.
The Memorial rebuild sparking questions about costs and changing traditions at Memorial Stadium, what this could mean for loyal fans. Also, Soul support.
This was amazing. 15 pair of shoes and I didn't pay for nothing.
A massive shoe giveaway packing the People's City mission, how this record-breaking community effort is helping families. And communities shattered.
Oh my God!
An EF4 tornado tearing through Oklahoma, leveling homes and injuring several. Who was hit hardest as families begin the long road to recovery? Well, Husker football nation still waiting tonight as the NFL draft finishes rounds 2 and 3. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Rod Fowler. A lot of people thought former Husker Emmett Johnson was going to be chosen tonight, but it hasn't happened yet. Let's toss it over to sports anchor Jake Holman. Jake, what's going on?
Hey, Rod, the Husker football star will have to wait just a little bit more for his name to be called. Of course, now that rounds 4 through 7 will begin tomorrow, but only one back was taken in just both of the second and third rounds of the NFL draft tonight. Johnson, of course, came into the NFL draft one of the top 5 rated running backs in this class. That is according to ESPN analysts. Both backs from Notre Dame were taken on night number 1. There was really only one heavy running back needed team, and that was the defending champs, Seattle Seahawks, who took Jadarian Price with the 32nd overall pick on Thursday. So from here on out, it should be interesting to see where Johnson could wind up tomorrow, and possibly any other Huskers also hearing their name called. And of course, you could find out tomorrow when or if a Husker will be selected by watching the draft right here on, you guessed it, Channel 8. That rounds 4 through 7 will start at 11 a.m. All right, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jake. And while we're talking about football, the University of Nebraska Board of Regents approving today a $600 million renovation plan for Memorial Stadium.
Regent Stark?
Yes.
Regent Whites?
Yes.
Regent Wilmot?
Yes.
Regent Claire?
Yes.
Motion passes.
University leaders say the project will modernize the stadium and while also positioning Nebraska athletics for long-term financial stability. University President Jeffrey Gold described the decision as a historic moment, adding the upgrades are aimed at better serving students and fans. Athletic Director Troy Dannon says the plan has been a top priority since he took over, calling it a foundation for future growth.
This isn't personal for any of us. This is about giving Nebraska and Nebraskans something special. And I will tell you the last few months have been making sure that we do this right. I think everybody's a part of this project, and there's probably 60 people that have been working together at one time or another. Every day that went by, every refinement we felt more comfortable that this is right.
They say the construction will begin immediately at the conclusion of this upcoming football season. Now, this decision coming with some conflicts, some welcoming the new changes, but with some concerns along the way. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva with more on what changes will be made and what some fans think about this.
The Board of Regents giving the green light for the $600 million proposal to transform Memorial Stadium. Big Red rebuild will revamp 20,000 seats, expand the student section, and create 360-degree views of the main concourse. In addition to upgraded aesthetic, the desire for improved safety played a big role in many of those who said yes.
Part of the whole redo of the stadium is to build a stadium where people will feel like they can get in safely, they can get where they want to go, and they can get out safely if they need to evacuate.
Plumbing, wiring, and upgrading lights are all included in the rebuild. But despite these measures to improve the stadium from the inside out, some in attendance tossed around many concerns.
Understand that public education is not a business. You know how to balance a checkbook, including costs, losses, and revenues.
NU President Dr. Jeffrey Gold addressing funding in his opening remark, explaining taxpayer dollars or tuition-driven funds won't be used. Despite an inability to vote, as a student regent, Brock Calamare still raised a concern of his own.
Future, we will inevitably overhaul the north and east sides of the stadium, bringing better amenities and luxury seating to their sections, further bringing down capacity. Where are the old couples who have been coming since the 1970s? They've been reseated, and they're struggling to walk up to the nosebleeds.
A fan I spoke to also asking the regents for fiscal clarity before the vote occurred. He told me this about their response.
I have multiple regents express their sympathy. University has given me at least an indication that there might be some information in the fall, but that's a long time to wait and a lot of uncertainty.
Danielle De Silva for Channel 8 News.
Now, part of this big project means fewer seats, bringing the stadium's capacity from around 85,000 to 80,000. Our unscientific poll of the day asking whether you think it's a good idea. 35% of you saying yes and 65% saying no. You can still vote by going to KLKNTV.com. We'd also like to know if you are more or less optimistic about the board's choice today. All you need to do is scan the QR code on your screen and download the Now Local News app. You can send us your thoughts on the app, and you get paid while doing it. It is time for your first forecast as we head into the weekend. What a nice spring day across the area and a perfect way to wrap up the work week for many. Here's a live look from our network of cameras. Clear skies and comfortable temperatures, even as parts of the area continue to wait for some much needed rain. So for now, a chance to enjoy the calm. Rusty, I stepped outside tonight. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, went home to have dinner with the wife and kids, went out for a walk afterwards. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I could have walked for hours. It was just that nice out there. And we do need the rain, and there's some of that showing up on the radar as well. It's not a whole lot, but in parts of central and north central Nebraska over towards Valentine, and even a little bit of snow over there towards Chadron. So a little bit of everything going on. A couple of lightning bolts just north and northeast of North Platte towards Broken Bow. But overall, it's, again, not a whole lot, but we'll take whatever we can get. Look at those 30s creeping further and further south and east. Meanwhile, we're in the 50s and 60s for just about everybody else. The wind is a little variable, but it's at anywhere from 5 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to around 30 miles per hour for the western half of the state. Hour by hour, those temperatures eventually drop into the middle 40s for eastern Nebraska, into the 30s for western Nebraska, and then back into the middle 60s. The wind gusts should behave themselves, should be less than 15 miles per hour for a good portion of the day, and we all know this time of year, that's something else. We are going to see chances for precipitation over the next 24, 36, and even 48 hours. We'll talk more about the potential for precipitation coming up in just a few minutes.
See, talk to you in a little bit. New tonight, powerful storms leave a path of destruction in Oklahoma. Several tornadoes, including a powerful EF4, tearing through that state, damaging homes, injuring several people, and leaving millions still under threat tonight.
Oh my God!
The National Weather Service says the EF4 tornado packed winds of up to 170 miles per hour and carved a path nearly 9 miles long. Families are now beginning cleanup after violent storms ripping buildings from their foundations and basically stripping trees bare. At least 10 people injured. Officials say it could have been much worse as multiple tornadoes touched down across Oklahoma and surrounding states in just one night.
There's a house right there. And I am at a loss for words right now at what I'm seeing on TV right here. This is as bad as it can get.
And the danger is not over. Forecasters warn millions across the plains and Midwest remain under threat through the weekend with possible severe storms and tornadoes. Well, Nebraska getting a helping hand from the federal government in wildfire relief. FEMA announcing more than $400 million in funding to support disaster recovery in 4 states, and that does include Nebraska. These include debris removal, infrastructure recovery and repair. The funding is part of FEMA's $1.2 billion announced today for more than 200 large public assistance projects nationwide. New at 10, a powerful display on the National Mall. Nebraska Congressman Don Bacon visiting a moving tribute in Washington highlighting the war in Ukraine. The Bring Kids Back display features thousands of teddy bears each one representing a Ukrainian child that officials say has been taken by Russia. Bacon says more than 20,000 children have been abducted since the war began, calling it a war crime and urging accountability. Well, after the break, flooded with footwear, how a local homeless shelter here in Lincoln is making sure people from all walks of life are prepared for their next steps. It's a story you'll only see here on 8.
A really nice end to the work week, but we need the rain, and there is some in the forecast. We'll take a look at the weekend forecast and into next week when we come back.
New at 10, a big transformation for a Lincoln landmark. Morrill Hall is getting a major upgrade. UNL approving a nearly $16 million renovation focused on its iconic Elephant Hall. The donor-funded project marks the largest renovation in the museum's nearly 100-year history. Plans include preserving fragile mammoth and other fossils, also restoring historic murals and updating exhibits with the latest research. The goal is to improve access for researchers and expand learning for visitors. Construction is expected to begin in 2027 and wrap up by early 2029. Well, only on 8, a generous gift to get people back on their feet. Tens of thousands of shoes are piled up in the People's City Mission warehouse, and they're being passed out for the next few weeks. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson tells us about the impact this has on our community.
Well, check this out, Rod. A line out the door as people are waiting for a chance to grab a new pair of shoes, but they're walking out with more than just a new pair of sneakers. Take a look.
This was amazing. 15 pair of shoes and I didn't pay for nothing.
This is just a fraction of the people who are coming through the line for the Day Without Shoes giveaway. Cornhusker Bank partnering with the People's City Mission, collecting a record 69,600 shoes from the Lincoln community. Tables piled high with boots, sandals, work shoes, and everything in between. And bins full of even more shoes for when the tables are empty.
The confidence that it gives a child to go to school with a brand new pair of shoes that they've gotten to pick is amazing. Or the first job interview. They just need some shoes that are going to take them to their first job interview. That's where the heart of all of it is just being able to get people back on their feet.
Men, women, and children searching for the perfect pair of shoes, and some even sitting down to try them on. Did you find some? Including this mom and her 3 kids.
He's ready. He's about to leave his old shoes here. And I'm like, bring those back. I bought those. So, every cent counts.
Pastor Tom with the People's City Mission says this will be enough shoes to put a new pair on everyone's feet that needs them. But even so, he expects them to be cleaned out within just a few weeks because of such high demand. The mission tells me it's incredible to see the immense support from the community as this grows every year, and it's truly making an impact.
Everybody who's got something they can give is given in this way. They've responded, and they've done a really good thing for a lot of people that could really use it today.
Say bye-bye. Yes.
Cornhusker Bank also presenting the City Mission with a $5,000 check to buy any extra shoes they might need. If you missed the time to drop off shoes but you still want to get involved, we're going to put a link in this article on our website, klkntv.com. Reporting in the studio, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Mackenzie. New at 10, a community pool is shutting down for good. A longtime summer staple in Grand Island is closing its doors, the Capitol Heights Swim Club. In a statement, the board says the decision comes after years of rising costs and an aging facility in need of major repairs. Leaders say the expense to keep the pool safe and operational now far outweighs the revenue it brings in. The club has served families there for decades, offering swim lessons, recreation, and a place for summer fun.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
It's a nice night. We have a gorgeous looking shot here, 27th and Yankee Hill Road. We are looking at a very quiet evening. Now, things may be a little different as we head through tomorrow. Now, that's something we'll talk about over the next few minutes here. But I'm going to go through 59 degrees and mostly clear sky. And if you're looking at the Allocam, just as nice out there, 21st and L Street. We're looking at the Allocam. It is a nice night there as well. And 48th and Cornhusker Highway, lots of cones and a red light. The ABC Seamless Cam. So it's a quiet night, but things are obviously changing temperature-wise. Look at this. I mean, you go from 35 to 54. That's a 20-degree drop from one side to the other. So a cold front is coming our way. That is going to make its way south and east as we head through the overnight into tomorrow. And that's going to bring with it a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. So here we go, temperature-wise, middle and upper 50s. Wind speed is out of the southeast. That's bringing in that warmer, moist air that's going to run into that cold front. A little windier off to the west with 10, 15, 20 miles per hour, gusting to around 35 miles per hour. So there's some rainfall, very light there, but lightning bolt and snowflakes every now and then in the same area, spring in Nebraska, and then changing over to snow where it's cold enough in parts of the panhandle. But this is just kind of going to meander its way around too. This isn't a big deal. Showers to the north, a few sprinkles here and there, some snow showers well off to the north and west. So fast forwarding to Saturday afternoon, this is noon. Here comes that cold front. About there, it makes its way into the Lincoln area, from Sioux City to about Fremont to Lincoln, down towards Beatrice and Concordia. So this is around 5, 6 o'clock, may start a little sooner, then it lingers. There's 7 p.m. 8 p.m. it starts to move out, maybe some additional showers and thunderstorms on the other side of this, but most of this tries to get out of here by about 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening, leaving us with mostly cloudy skies. But we're right on that edge of a marginal risk for some strong storms. We're talking about maybe some hail, maybe some damaging wind from Interstate 80 south, and the better chance for at least the severe part of this will be further south. But we're on the edge, so some hail and some damaging wind, but I think more lightning and rain will be our big issue. Then moving into Sunday, this is kind of a mess. I mean, we're looking at anywhere from early in the morning to 11 a.m. noon in southwest Nebraska, off to the north, spot showers and thunderstorms. This is going to be the main line, I think, right here. But again, there's going to be showers and thunderstorms in front of this and behind us. So watch that main line. That moves through. This is 3 p.m. from about Hastings, Grand Island, up towards Valentine and O'Neill. Eventually makes it into Lincoln around 5 or 6 o'clock Sunday afternoon from about Sioux City south towards Lincoln and Beatrice. That moves out, but we're not done yet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms continue. Another line moves through about midnight, late Sunday night into Monday morning. Then 3 a.m., another batch of storms try to move through. Wrap around, some snow on the other side of the state, scattered showers and thunderstorms just all over the place. So because of all of that, just about everybody has a marginal to slight to enhanced risk. Marginal further north, we're right along that slight risk, and then the enhanced risk to the south. So temperatures tonight in the 40s, highs tomorrow, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, all over the place temperature-wise. 7-day forecast. I think we'll be in the 70s the next couple of days. Best chance for storms Saturday and Sunday, maybe even into Monday. And those temperatures hang out in the 60s for the next several days.
All right. Thank you, Rusty. Happening tomorrow, state troopers stepping up patrols for a big name coming into town. Troopers will be watching closely for impaired and dangerous driving. As thousands head to Memorial Stadium for the Zach Bryan concert, officials are urging everyone to plan ahead, have a sober ride home, and watch for people out on the sidewalks making their way around. And going off what Rusty just said, many fans will be hoping the weather cooperates for a smooth night here in Lincoln. New tonight, a push to make sure your vote is secure during Election Day. Today, Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen touring 8 county election offices to test the accuracy ahead of voting next month.
The steps we take towards election security are absolutely critical.
Today, Secretary Evnen stopping by Lancaster County's election office. He addressed concerns over the possibility of tighter security on mail-in ballots and comments made by President Trump. Evnen says Nebraska has one of the most secure mail-in systems in the country, and that the key to ensuring that security is the people behind it.
Nebraskans owe a great debt of gratitude to the election officials across the state in every county for making our elections as secure and accurate as they are. We take a lot of steps in the Elections Division of the Secretary of State's office to assure the security of our elections, and we are dedicated to that.
Secretary Evnen also highlighting their use of voter ID in Nebraska, saying it leaves less room for errors. All right, it's time to talk sports. Jake is here. What's going on tonight? We know he had the NFL draft.
Yeah, exactly, Rod. Nebraska softball, though, also rolled to a dominating doubleheader win, which over Iowa, which I know a lot of Husker fans love to hear those words, right? Hey, we're taking a look exactly at that, talking with the latest, as you mentioned, Rod, with the NFL draft, taking a peek at some hockey and some high school girls soccer. That's up next.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome into your Sports Zone tonight. Husker softball playing in their final series at home this year. Well, they reached some new heights today, taking on Iowa in a doubleheader. This place was packed. How packed, you might ask? Well, breaking a new home attendance record, 3,396. We enter game 2, though. Nebraska down 2-0 early. Hawkeyes strike first. Alexis Jensen, though, there sits him down and strikes to end that inning. Huskers, though, tied up back at 2 in the next frame. The sacrifice bunt brings one home. It wouldn't stay tied up for long. Bottom of the second we go. Casey Hoffman rips a liner to left center, and here come the wheels. Alina Felix all the way from first gets the green light, and she is in there safe at home. This place was on their feet. Nebraska takes care of business in game number 2.
I'm really, really proud of the way our offense responded in both games, and thought it was really important that Iowa didn't gain any more momentum because Iowa came out swinging.
Nebraska now wins their 14th in a row, and they sit at just one win away from number 40 on the season. Well, your final score for both contests: Game 1, Nebraska 9-1 over the Hawkeyes. Game 2, 5-2. The series finale and senior day set for tomorrow. And Nebraska baseball in action tonight in Champaign. Not a good one tonight from the Big Red. They were able to get the bat and the ball, but not a lot of runs. Illinois takes this one 10-5. Your final game 2 set for tomorrow. And day 2 of the NFL draft has come and gone, and still no Husker has heard their name called. The one name, of course, everyone waited to hear, Emmett Johnson. According to ESPN, he is the 3rd best available back left in the draft. Only one running back was taken in all of 2nd and 3rd rounds tonight. There is still one team that needs running back, but they already took one. And so it should be interesting to kind of see where Johnson could wind up tomorrow, and possibly any other Huskers hearing their name called. Let's talk some high school soccer. Lincoln Southwest and Kearney battling it out for the girls' HAC championship. The action going down at Seacrest Field, no better place to play. And it was a defensive battle early. Bearcats goalie Malin Pohl had some big saves early in this one, including this one right here. A missed opportunity for the Silverhawks. We got zeros at halftime, but Southwest has a successful corner kick right away to take the lead. So now Lincoln Southwest looking to protect that lead. Close call here. Bearcats can't execute. Southwest had a total of 8 corner kicks on the night, and they would hang on, taking this one 2-0. Your final score over the Bearcats. They win the HAC championship, and they stay unbeaten on the year. And before we go, Lincoln Stars in game number 3 tonight at the Icebox versus the #1 team in the league. Your final score, though: Lincoln 6, Sioux Falls 2. Just unbelievable performance tonight from Lincoln. They take this one 6-2, and they take a commanding 2-1 series lead. They now can clinch right here at home. Puck drops tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Icebox. Man, that place should be rocking. And that will do it for your Sports Zone. For Narada, go ahead and send it back over to you.
All right, thank you. Final check of the weather next.
Here's a quick look at what Stormcast looks like for tomorrow afternoon. Showers and maybe even some thunderstorms popping up in central Nebraska just after noon. I think those will start to move east into the evening hours around 5, 6, 7 o'clock. They start to move through the Lincoln area. Temperatures 30s and 40s tonight, highs tomorrow in the 70s.
All right. Thank you, Rusty. And thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.